Okay, so we have another question here. So the line ax over a plus y over b equal to 1, where a and b are positive constants, intersect the x and y axis at the points a and b here. So the midpoint of ab lies on the line 2x plus y equal to 10. The distance ab is equals to 10. So we need to find the values of a and b here. So now, what we're going to do here is we're going to analyze the question part by part there. So I told to say that this line here, ax, so rather not ax, x over a plus y over b equal to 1 here intersects the x and y axis here. And if that's the case there, we've been told to say that a and b are positive constants there. So meaning that if we were to draw our xy plane here, so meaning that here would have an intersection from that point here for a and b to be positive and this side here. So meaning that this is the only time when the value of x is going to be positive and when the value of y is going to be positive this side. So meaning that here, that's where our line AB is going to be at there. Okay, like that. So suppose this is our A here and this is our B there. So we need to get the coordinates at that point and also the coordinates at that point here. So meaning that we get the x-intercept first. So getting the x-intercept here, we're going to set y equal to 0. So when y is equal to 0 here, so let's get our x-intercept. Okay, so for x-intercept here, when y is equal to 0, we have our x over a is equal to 1, so therefore we're going to have x here will be equal to a like this. So meaning that here we're going to have a comma 0 like this here. So then this side we check them. So the y-intercept okay, so for the y-intercept we set x to be equal to 0. So when x is equal to 0, we have y over b is going to be equal to 1. So this will give us that our y here is equal to b here. So meaning that here the coordinates there will be 0 comma b like this here. Okay, so we've analyzed the first part of the question up until somewhere here. So now the other thing again, we've been told to say that the midpoint of the line AB, so the midpoint of this line that we have here, it lies on the equation that we have, which is 2x over that is 2x plus y equal to 10 there. So meaning that what we're going to do here is we're going to find the midpoint of this line here. So those two coordinates that we're going to get, we plug them back into 2x plus y equal to 10 there. So meaning that the formula for the midpoint, so the midpoint of AB here, so the midpoint of AB simply equal to, we have x1 plus x2 divided by 2 comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2 like this here. So we close this side, so meaning that here we're simply going to have a plus 0 over 2 comma 0 plus b over 2 like this here. So then here we're going to have a over 2 and b over 2 like this here. So now we've been told to say that this midpoint lies on the line 2x plus y equal to 10 here. So meaning that this is our x and this is our y here. So we're going to get these values that we have here and we plug them back into this equation that we have here. So meaning that here we're going to have 2, while there's x we're going to have a over 2 here, plus while there's y we have b over 2 equal to 10 like this here. So we go ahead and solve that part. So meaning that this will be a plus b over 2 is equal to 10. So meaning that to get rid of this fraction that we have here, we can just multiply it throughout by 2. So we're going to have 2a plus b is equal to 20 like this. So let's keep this one as our equation number 1. Okay, so let's make b the subject here. So if we make b the subject, we're simply going to have 20 minus 2a like this. Okay, so let's now say this is our equation number 1. Then let's analyze the question again. So we've solved this question up until this point here. So now we're taught to say that the distance AB is equal to 10. So meaning that the distance from this point here up to that point there is equal to 10. So we know the formula for the distance, so it's simply just going to calculate there. So then here we know that the distance is simply equal to the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared, like this here. So I've been taught to say that the distance is 10, so I have 10 here will be equal to the square root of a minus 0 squared plus 0 minus b squared, like this. So meaning that here we have our 10 is equal to the square root of a squared plus b squared, like this here. So if we square both sides, we're simply going to have 100 this side equal to a squared plus b squared, like this here. So now we say this is our equation number 2 there. So now if you substitute 1 into 2, so for us to solve this value here, we're simply going to have 10 or 100 rather is equal to a squared plus open brackets 20 minus 2a squared, like this here. So here we have 100 here is equal to a squared plus 400 minus, so this will be 400, then that will be 40 times 2, that's going to be 80 a minus 4a or plus 4a squared, like this here. So now here we go ahead, we have 100 this side equal to 5a squared minus 80a plus 400, like this here. So now here we can reduce this by dividing throughout by 5. So 5 there, we're going to have 20 is equal to a squared minus 16a plus 80 this side here. Okay, so now we can push this 20 the other side, so we're going to have our a squared minus 16a plus 100 here is equal to 0, like this here. Oh, minus, so meaning that that will give us, should be a 60 here, not 100, sorry. So let me just erase that. Okay, so instead of cancelling, let me just erase this here. So let me just do this. Okay, so meaning that here we have our a squared minus 16a plus 16 is equal to 0, like this here. So let me just demarcate here, then we solve nicely. Okay, so meaning that here the two terms that we're going to need here are 10 and 6. So we're going to have a squared minus 10a minus 6a plus 16 is equal to 0, like this here. So we know that a is common there, so we have a minus 10. So here negative 6 is common, so negative 6 open brackets a minus 10 equal to 0, like this. So meaning that here we have a minus 6 and also a minus 10, like this, equal to 0. So we have a being equal to 6 or a again being equal to 10, like this. So meaning that if that's the case there, we can just go ahead and find the value of b here. So meaning that for b here, when a is equals to this, when a is equals to 6, we have 20 minus 12, that will be 8. Then this side, when a is equals to 10, we're going to have 20 minus 20, which will give us 0 there. So meaning that when a is equals to 6, b is equals to 8. When a is equals to 10, b is equals to